wonderful last night, spending some time with you and your wife. Politics here the past few years have been significant and a very good sign
Welcome again.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here, pleasure to be back in Armenia, pleasure to be talking about the great friendship between Canada and Armenia that has a good history but much more potential for the future.
Well, I think it's welcome and welcome because it was welcome to Armenia, temporary capital of Francophonia. Well, welcome to Yerevan, the capital of Armenia. I think people here know very well about your family. Canada is a country that is very close to us, and we always have appreciated the way Canada and the Canadian government has been welcoming to those Armenians, especially who were in need. And I think there is no way that any Armenian will forget your gesture when you personally greeted our compatriots from Syria. And that's not just words, it's indeed a deep appreciation of what you have done. And of course, deep appreciation of what your father has done. I mean, Armenia those days were on the verge of becoming, when you visited Armenia, verge of becoming independent. But somehow when you came also after the earthquake, but that it was not only after the earthquake, but it was just the beginning of the movement, first for Karabakh, but then it grew up into a movement for the independence of the country. Yeah. So you are bringing usually nice and light news to us.
Well, I'm glad to be here now. This is an exciting time in Armenian politics and in the story that Armenians are telling about themselves and their future. This movement towards greater and realer and deeper democracy and respect for rights and economic opportunity is very exciting. And of course, you mentioned the welcoming of Syrian refugees. That was something that Canadians did. And one of the reasons Canadians were so insistent that my government do that was because there is such a positive history of welcoming people from around the world who have contributed in tremendous ways to the Canadian success story, and the 60,000 Canadians of Armenian origin are a perfect example.
I was told that there were 100,000.
Oh, it depends how you count it. But I'm happy to say 100,000 as well. But that dynamism, the strength of the community, and the contributions to Canada on just about in every field are yet another example of why we believe in a level of openness and relationships that I think have served us in good stead, but give us also a grounding to be able to build an even stronger future together. I know. Was it a good moment?